visited my relatives on both sides of the aisle. And I can also state for the record, I've never lived in either side.
Yeah.
So I am somewhat neutral. My parents were born in India. My father has a lot of memories of India still. And then they grew up in Pakistan. And so I'm, Muhajir Pakistani basically, right? So it's a very difficult, and I'll explain why to those viewers that don't understand why, because this is important. The argument that is made is that the BJP and the anti-Islamic sentiment could not have happened if the Muslims remained in India. Yeah. Because then the sheer percentages and the demographics would have not allowed for the rise of this strand. So the argument that one group makes is that the creation of Pakistan created an imaginary enemy, or not even imaginary, like a real, self-fulfilling prophecy. And that then allowed them to perpetuate this myth of Hindu-Muslim, constant war. That is what is said from the one side that says that, Pakistan should not have been created. Because they're not saying that BJP is good. They're saying we would have had a more secular and a more neutral India. That was the claim, or that is the claim that still people are making. And then the counter side to that is, well, that's a figment of the imagination. Riots began, massacres began even before, and there was no BJP. 1 million people were killed in 1947. The largest migration in human history took place. The largest mass migration in all of human history to this day, and that's saying a lot, took place in 1947. And, of the largest massacres took place. And this is before the actual creation of the BJP and the RSS get what. And so the counterclaim is that this is just wishful thinking. And this is why people like Jinnah understood the need to create a safe haven. Jinnah did not intend to create, I know this is going to make a lot of our Pakistani brethren angry, but it is patently clear, and I'm sorry if facts hurt you, facts are facts. Jinnah did not intend to create an Islamic republic. He intended to create a Muslim secular state. A Muslim state where Muslims were safe. He had no intention. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, whatever's happening now. His vision was to have a land where Muslims can be safe and feel free to worship. He had no intention of importing or bringing Sharia laws. This is something that is a back projection and a revisionism, and whether that's good or bad is a separate conversation, right? But why did Jinnah have this? Because Jinnah, knowing the founders of Congress, knowing the other people involved, understood that it's not going to be good for the Muslims. And I think overall, I would sympathize with that sentiment that had the Muslims of India remained, we would have still had a BJP version, and we would have still had massive problems. And anybody who visits the two countries, and I have visited the two countries, both have their issues and problems, but without a doubt, in Pakistan, being a Muslim, you can live dignified life. Nobody's going to, by and large, harass you and intimidate you because you're going to pray in the masjid. So I think overall, it was something that was for the good, but yes, there are ambiguities.